Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to another episode of Auntie A's Kitchen. Simple and delicious food cooked and prepared in South Korea with South Korean ingredients. If you're new to this channel, 안녕하세요. Hi there to all my family in Spain, to you. Hola, saludos desde Korea del Sur. Look forward to seeing you all again, lots of love. Today I want to show you a dish that I watched my auntie cook, and we're going to make a Spanish tortilla. Now, for some people you might know it as an omelette, an English omelette we would fold in half. An Italian frittata, it's the same, but you would finish it off in the oven and then under the grill. A Spanish tortilla, which is why I have the plate here, you would cook on the hob, put a pan on when one side is done, flip it onto the plate, put it back into the pan to finish off, and when it's finished, flip it back onto the plate and serve it up. We're going to change the ingredients. An original Spanish tortilla has potato, onion, and egg. In fact, my uncle doesn't even like the onion. He likes it just plain with the egg and the potato. I'm going to add in a few extra ingredients of bacon, spring onions, and sun-dried tomatoes, and those flavors combining together are just delicious. I'm going to season it with garlic powder and cayenne pepper, so give it a little bit of a spice. And then into the egg mixture, as it's in the pan, I'm going to put in some feta cheese and some spring onions at the last minute to add to the vibrancy of the color. Then when I serve it up, I'm going to do a light sprinkling of Parmesan cheese for flavor and some fresh basil that will complement the other flavors. It makes a delicious breakfast brunch. Please don't take my word for it. Go and cook it for yourself. You can change up and experiment with different ingredients. It's real simple to make and incredibly satisfying. So let's look at the ingredients and let me show you how I make Spanish tortilla. The ingredients for today: you need some potatoes, I've pre-boiled these, an onion, I'm going to use half an onion, 3 eggs, some spring onion for colour, some feta cheese, a little bit of cheese inside, some sun-dried tomatoes, some bacon, basil, cayenne pepper to spice it up, a little bit of garlic powder, pepper and salt. Let's get that into our pan. Get our potatoes in. I boiled my potatoes up the night before, but you could boil them up on the same day. In an original Spanish tortilla, they are diced up very thin, but I have cut mine up slightly thicker. Once my potatoes are cut up, I place them into the pan to cook. I like the potatoes to be crispy and to pick up the flavour of the other ingredients while they are cooking. I'm only using a small pan today, so I don't use many potatoes. If I were cooking for a big family, then I would use a bigger pan and more potatoes. Now I'm going to cut some bacon up in here, since I want all the flavours to mix in. Season with pepper. I love cooking the bacon with the potatoes, as that will flavour, and I won't need any salt because the bacon is salty in itself. Spread it out so that the potatoes cook. So let's just crack open our eggs. Now this is just one person portion, so I'm going to use just 3 eggs. Season this with pepper. Bit of cayenne pepper as we want a little bit of spice, not too much. So our potatoes are cooking with the bacon, the onion, some pepper and some garlic powder. Love using these tomatoes, so really flavoursome. Hot up tomatoes. I like to marinate my feta cheese, so this is my own little recipe. My potatoes are nice and crunchy, so now I add the sun-dried tomatoes. I cut up my sun-dried tomatoes so that they could be evenly spread out in my tortilla. Around. Spread out. Add our egg. We want that to be spread out, so we want everything into the middle, just like that. Good. Wonderful. My spring onions and some of my feta cheese. Just like that. So once it's in your pan, get your spatula or a spoon and just pull it off the edge. Use a non-stick frying pan, I highly recommend. Some pepper on here.
As soon as your tortilla starts to firm on top, it is probably ready to flip. Cooking time will differ depending on the size of the tortilla you are cooking. I take a look underneath the tortilla to check that it is ready and not overcooking. When it is ready, I put a plate inside the pan and in one movement flip it over. I then slide it back into the pan so that the other side can finish cooking.
Then just go around the edges so it keeps its shape. So when you make this, make sure you have a pan and a plate that fits on top. And just be confident, like that. I'm just going to finish off a little bit of Parmesan, some basil, and some pepper. There you have Spanish tortilla. A little bit of salad dressing, a Spanish tortilla, potatoes, bacon, sun-dried tomatoes, spring onions, and some basil. All the flavours complement each other. The sun-dried tomatoes with the basil, the bacon and the cheese and the onion, the eggs with the pepper and the cayenne, so you've got a little bit of heat in your mouth. Now you could add anything to this that you wanted. You could put prawns in there, beef in there. Make it your own. And I love just serving it with just a little bit of a salad. This is a very basic salad, it's all I had. I'm going to finish my lunch. I hope you enjoyed seeing how to make a quick brunch or a lunch idea or an early dinner. A Spanish tortilla, real simple to make, absolutely delicious. So thanks for joining with me today. I look forward to seeing you in another episode. Until then, God bless.